Now, you may be curious about how I got started on this project, and the odd thing is that half a century ago, a bit more than that, actually, I was invited to teach the advanced microeconomics course to doctors at Harvard. I was a new faculty member there, and the chair of the department didn't seem to remember that I had somehow avoided even taking this course when I was a student. I didn't think it was a very good course. And then to be invited to teach the course, I was faced with a dilemma. I could either say, yes, thank you very much, or I could fess up and say, look, I didn't even take the course myself. Well, I was honored by the offer. It showed a certain amount of respect. So I said yes. And then what was I going to teach? Well, with a co-teacher who was facing a similar dilemma as me, we decided first on pedagogical grounds, we should ask the students to be the producers in the course. We should put it up to them to put in their own words their solutions to problems and so on. And we did this in two ways. We alternated weeks. In one week, we would solve these applied math problems. And the other week, we would ask the students questions of a more interpretive nature about the literature which they were reading. And so we developed a very extensive set of problems, and we used them year after year. And we found that they were being used all over the country, actually, because to the best of my knowledge, this is the first time that any instructor in a microeconomics course had used mathematical problem sets to teach the material. Physics was already using problem sets, and of course, in math courses, they were also used. It was a very successful innovation. It essentially allowed the course to go essentially at the pace of the students. And of course, we pushed them pretty hard. They had to read before the classes met because we didn't give any lectures at all. We just asked questions, and people had to read very carefully. Well, that's a great method of teaching, but the content of that course, it was published as a book, just like the one that we're discussing now. The content of that course was entirely neoclassical. It was a standard Marshall-Walras mathematized kind of course. And that was during the late 60s when the mathematization of Marshall and Walras was taking over micro and greatly increasing our ability for precise statements of what the theory was saying.